So beautiful. Look at how casual that is, Lee. Smoked. My friend and honestly mentor, Lee, is a true scientist. He has a PhD in metallurgic chemistry. So his perceptions are based in empiricism. The master at last, the great Lee Wence. So nice to see you.
I'm so happy to be here. It's Huntington Beach. It's a nice classic city course with some good lines to throw. You need a combination of accuracy and power.
I've been working and talking about adding momentum to the disc golf backhand. That enigmatic thing that so many people struggle to achieve.
Yeah, exactly. It's like swinging a baseball bat. You kind of know when you swung it right, and if you don't, it kind of tugs you away. So we want to have that same feel with the disc so that if you throw it well, you see a good result. When you miss it, you know you missed it. There, didn't
Way
step
better.
off the tee pad.
So pretty.
We're focusing on how to add some momentum into the hit point, but maintaining our balance. Make sure we can still hit some clean lines.
So I noticed that a difference between your form and my form is that when you finish, you swing the disc and you kind of walk through.
Yeah.
And my form is, I'm here, and I finish sort of more standing up. Do you think that one is better than the other?
You can probably get more power. I'm just trying to make it easy on myself.
Exactly. You feel it in the same spot?
Yep, that's the point. Just got to focus on it.
Sweet.
I met Brian about 8 years ago.
So casual.
And we've always bonded over trying to figure out disc golf form. Over the last year and a half, 2 years, we've figured out some things that helped us break through our own barriers.
It's a little bit of that old bleedy intention.
Yeah. And we found that by focusing on just a couple things, we could then refine our throws with it. And more importantly, Brian figured out a way to actually teach it in a consistent way that people just get.
All right, I'm gonna throw a few right here. And my focus is just gonna be on everything I've been talking about so far through the series, which is staying balanced at every part in the sequence. Sequence, stability, trust, and efficiency through the hit point. So I'm gonna find the bullet in this putter right now. Think about where does it wanna lever out, swing back to, and then lever into. It feels right here if I'm gonna throw it on a flat line there. Never getting off balance with that cue being look forward, look forward, look forward. Feels perfect.
Yep, that's the hit point. Brian's doing a real good job of maintaining leverage through his whole X step, maintaining leverage through the backswing. So everything he's doing is adding to the disc. He's using a lot less pace than he used to years ago, and he's throwing just as far and further.
It's great being with Lee and finally getting an opportunity to collaborate on the biomechanics that we've been working on. It is surreal to be out with him throwing again as I've continued to learn. I've been working on the biomechanics that we began to really collaborate on. That sequence just flows right into that impact point so that I'm gonna make that my focus right there.
The two things I always come back to is momentum without balance is falling, and effort without leverage is wasted.
Yes.
Make sure you're balanced and you can add momentum, and make sure that you can feel that leverage, because if you miss that, all your efficiency is gone, so why try harder?
So beautiful. Look at how casual that is, Lee.
It's way better with a little grip.
Yeah, 260, 270, right?
Yeah, just a little putter hyzer.
So casual, just dead straight, almost 300 feet with one of these Lunas. Felt really good.
Thank you.
You can see the coil in your hips, Lee. It's just like so evident. The whole body goes whoop, and then the arm sequence is behind it.
Yep, maintain that leverage through the ground so that you can actually transfer your momentum.
That is the secret sauce, right? So I'm gonna switch over to drivers. These are 12 speeds, and they're fairly beefy.
Okay. There's a different focus between putters and drivers, but really it's the same thing. It's trusting that you can hit it clean. With a driver, there's a minimum power you need to hit it with. So this is where we just switched from a putter to a driver. The rim is very different. I want to feel what it feels like for the disc to swing out. And once I've felt that point, I know I can hit it.
You can hear the snapping sound.
So it's good to throw everything, putters, mids, fairways, and drivers. They'll each teach you something different.
I think I need to throw it maybe more hyzer.
Yeah, and
more
we have a
flat.
different ratio of speed and spin, and that's another thing is when you get all this leverage, you're gonna get more spin, but you still need to find drivers that work for you with that right arm speed and spin that you have.
So pretty. Look at this golf line. That is rocketed. Totally nuts. One of the things that Lee and I talk about is the idea of fanning with the disc, where you can feel its weight. Where does the leverage of the disc want to snap through? You see my thumb on the back, fingers here. Create the fan to find the bullet, and then you can add the disc to it.
It was great to see Brian out on the course again, and I've just seen the changes in his form. His X step has gotten really clean. He understands the balance during the entire motion, and that's what the whole driving force of what we're talking about. How to load from the ground up during the X step, how to add momentum in a way that actually matters and getting it into the disc. Very nice.
Thank you.
And all that's getting into the disc, that's the key.
So far down there. It feels good.
Awesome
Wonderful
throw-in.
bombing with you. Let's continue with the barrage.
All right.